Hi y'all. Uh, if you got a 98, 99 model Honda Accord and you're losing coolant somewhere in the engine compartment on the passenger side of the motor, this could be your problem. I'm going to show you how to find this hose that's kind of hidden down under there and take it off and put it back on. Uh, I'm just doing the removal process. To reinstall it is just reversing the process. Hope this helps. Thanks. All right, hey guys, this is Travis again. Today we're doing a repair on a 99 Honda Accord, little four-cylinder car. This car's been sitting for quite some time. What happened here is there is a radiator line that runs from the heater core. It comes out and it curls around a couple of places, comes back and comes into the side of this block below this distributor right here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unclip this, unbolt this bracket right here. We're going to take out a couple of screws here and take this distributor cap off and set it back. Then we're going to take this pipe here loose and set it out of the way so that we can access this area in here. We're going to remove the distributor, these two bolts, remove it out of the way, the whole distributor, and set it out of the way. And that'll give us access to this end of the pipe, and this over here will give us access to that end of the pipe. Okay, so let's start that. So I got my gloves on, so keep my hands clean. Now let's get this first screw out right here. When that screw's loose, I'm gonna check it, make sure. Okay, it does stay in the cap. Some of the screws will come out. Some are made where they stay with the cap, and I want to make sure of that before I turned it loose. I certainly didn't want the thing falling off nowhere. The other one, I can't see it. I'm just feeling with my hands to find it. And naturally, when you get gloves on, it makes it a little bit harder to get to. Top it, maybe I'll clip on the bottom. And that's what it did. Yeah, there's still something else down there. It's gotta be right there. You know, I don't think the people who design these cars, I don't think any of them ever work on them. If they did, they'd probably design things a lot differently. Okay, this should have that loose. It does. All right, this is a 10 millimeter here. Just give us a little more room to lay this over out of the way. And I'm just going to stick that bolt back in that nub so I won't have to hunt it when I go putting it back. All right, you're out of the way. Now, you see the distributor here. It has a plug on this end, and it has two 10 millimeter bolts, and they're right here, and then right down on the back side over here. Maybe bigger than 10 millimeter. I thought they were 10 millimeter, but they may be bigger. Now, we got a clip on this thing. We've got to look at it and see how it makes it function come off. Modular clamp like that. Got a button right here. You push it in and it releases it and pull it back. All right. So that's an 11 millimeter right there that holds the distributor on. I think I want to mark this. I don't know if the whole distributor loosens and turns to advance the timing. Without knowing that, I'm going to mark it just so I can put the time back exactly where it was. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it right to the side of that piece of aluminum right there. Yeah, that'll be perfect. I'll be able to tell that really well. So what I've done is this rail right here has a little ridge on it, and I've marked this can to match that ridge going down that rail. That way, if you advance the time back and forth by moving the whole distributor like normal, or on old cars, then it'll be there. The bolt right there. All right. Bolt number one, I'll put him right there. That way he will not fall off. Bolt number two, the back of the radar button is turning perfectly straight up. So I'll need to know that. If it's put back in. Then we're going to just take that right out. There's the whole distributor right there. We've got some parts coming in to fix this car with. If they don't come in, it'll be sitting here overnight. So I'll leave it with the car rather than get it confused with my stuff. All right, now let's get this housing here out of the way. Got a few hoses on it, clips and hoses. Clip right there. Get a pair of pliers and get it loose. All right, that's out. Okay, now we've got a clamp on here. This connection is a Phillips also. In my case, it was turned back where I couldn't see it. So I just grabbed a hold of it real good and pulled it, and the whole clamp turned easily for me, where I could get to the screwdriver, loosen it up. All right, I'm gonna work this off. Now on this end, just to make it simple, rather than have to detach anything, I'm just gonna take the top of the box loose, just like that. And that gets us the whole apparatus off. We're gonna lay it right there. If you can see, here's that other piece of that hose right there. See how it curls around there? I guess they did that for the flex of the motor. So that gets us that in. We can get to that real easily. Here's this end, and there's our hole. Can you see that? They tip that. That's what we're after right there. That's their problem right there. And I mean, it's just blown up, puffed out. See how soft that is? I mean, that's just soft as anybody. It's probably original hose. So I'm going to take my chisel tool like this. I use a lot pry bar axe is what it is, not chisel. I'm going to put it in there a good location. I'm going to grab the clamp and open it up. And I'm going to pull back on the hose. And keep the clamp up. There are some people use an L-shaped needle nose plier for this, which really works really well. And there are actually pliers that are made for it too, that actually grab that clamp. Okay, we got that end off. Now we're up to this other end. Get you out of the way. Grab right down here and get this one. Now, this end is not swelled, so it'll make them off a little easier. I don't know that, but it may. There we go. And we are off. All right, now we got to work that hose out there. I need to kind of pay attention as I do this. It goes, just clamp on there. Is it a clamp or no? It's just riding in a saddle clamp, so it is. That's good. So I ain't got to do nothing but snap it out of it. Bring her down and out, and we're done with that part. There we go. Okay, so this is what we've been working with right here. As you can see, and there's that big hole. At the end, the big hole. So a funny little hose. And that's where it's set in the saddle clamp that just kind of clamped it. I mean, that's so swollen and just gummy. It's just, I mean, that's just, it's just soft as can be. Not this down here is still rigid and tough, but that's just soft. It's probably because it's right by the engine, had all that heat on it for all these years. Like I said, I guarantee you that's an original hose.